For decades, you've been told to go hard or go home, to feel the burn, to push through the pain. We're here to tell you that for a man over 60, that advice isn't just outdated, it's a lie. These fitness lies are actively destroying your joints and killing your progress. In this video, we're busting the 5 biggest myths wide open and replacing them with the science-backed truth that will actually rebuild your body safely and effectively. The reality is simple. Your body isn't designed the same way it was at 30 or 40. Your joints are less forgiving. Spinal discs are less elastic. And the window for recovery has tightened significantly. If you continue training with the old mentality, you risk injuries that derail your momentum for months or even years. This is why intelligent, science-backed movement is your most powerful tool for longevity. We cut through the noise on this channel to deliver the actionable truth for men serious about mastering their health. If that sounds like you, ensure you subscribe and hit that notification bell right now. We start with lie number 1. The myth you were sold for decades. You must run long distances to have a healthy heart. Asterisk. We were all taught that putting in the miles was the definitive proof of fitness. Look, cardiovascular health is vital. But the traditional recommendation of repetitive, long-distance jogging on hard surfaces for mature men is often counterproductive. It's a high-impact tax on your knees, hips, and lower back. These repetitive forces accelerate wear and tear on cartilage and can inflame old injuries. Many men quit exercise entirely because of the joint pain caused by trying to meet this outdated cardio standard. But what if we told you there are methods that deliver equal or even superior heart and endurance benefits without the destructive impact? The truth is, your focus needs to shift from DOMS impact to asterisk intensity and DOMS consistency. We want to preserve your joints, not pound them into submission. The smarter approach is to prioritize asterisk convolo-impact cardio and lifting. For endurance, switch the pavement for the pool, the bike, or the rowing machine. These allow you to push your heart rate without the crushing impact. For intensity, we recommend safe, short bursts of activity, known as high-intensity interval training, or HIIT. This is linked to incredible anti-aging benefits, hormonal balance, and superior cardiorespiratory fitness. A few short bursts on a stationary bike are far more productive than slogging through 5 miles of joint pain. Don't sacrifice your joints for cardio that can be achieved more intelligently. This brings us directly to lie number 2, a myth that has crippled backs for generations. Namert DOMS sit-ups and crunches give you a strong core. Asterisk, we've all seen the images of fitness models grinding out hundreds of sit-ups. The idea is that more burn equals more strength. But here is the critical distinction for men over 60. A strong core is not about spinal flexion. It's about spinal stability. Traditional sit-ups and crunches involve repetitive bending of the spine, which puts extreme pressure on your vertebral discs. Over decades, this repetition can lead to disc problems and chronic lower back pain. Many experts now agree that sit-ups are one of the riskiest exercises for the aging spine. We need to train the core not as a hinge, but as a rigid brace, the mechanism that prevents unwanted movement. The truth is, True core strength is built by teaching your core muscles to resist extension, resist rotation, and resist bending. These movements build the functional, real-world strength you need to carry groceries, stand tall, and prevent falls. The new rule is simple. Train the core to resist movement, not initiate it. Asterisk, forget the crunch. Embrace foundational movements like the plank, the side plank, and the bird dog. These movements teach your deepest core muscles, the transverse abdominis and the obliques, how to work together to protect your back. Even simpler, exercises like the farmer's walk, where you carry heavy dumbbells for distance, force your core to stabilize the spine against the load. Focus on stability, and your lower back will thank you immediately. That simple switch is often the fastest way to eliminate chronic low back issues. Now let's tackle a belief that prevents men from even starting their fitness journey. Lie number 3. No, you need to lift very heavy weights to build or maintain muscle mass. Asterisk. The fear of losing muscle, known as sarcopenia, is real. But many men think they need to revert to their old high school max effort lifts to combat it, leading to joint injury and tendon strain. This heavy lifting mentality is a major risk factor after 60. The key to fighting muscle loss is not necessarily maximal load. It is asterisk consistency and intensity to the point of muscular fatigue. We now know that lighter weights, performed for a higher number of repetitions, can produce muscle growth that is equal to heavy weight training, provided you take those sets close to failure. This is called metabolic stress, and it's much safer for your tendons and joints. The new rule for fighting sarcopenia is this. Nama tendrit, focus on perfect form and muscular fatigue, not the number on the dumbbell. Tendrit, select a weight you can handle for 12 to 15 controlled repetitions. The last 3 reps should be challenging, signaling to your body that it needs to adapt and grow. This method protects your connective tissues while still providing the necessary stimulus for growth. We recommend compound movements like the goblet squat, the dumbbell bench press, and the bodyweight row. These exercises engage multiple large muscle groups safely, maximizing your time and effort while keeping your joints out of the danger zone. This leads us to lie number 4, which is perhaps the most dangerous and certainly the most confusing. If it doesn't hurt, it's not working. Asterisk. This deeply ingrained phrase, no pain, no gain, is one of the quickest ways to end up sidelined with a serious injury. Many older men confuse muscle soreness, which is a normal response to training, with joint pain, which is a warning sign that must be heeded. Pushing through joint pain is not dedication, it is self-sabotage. Your body is constantly sending you signals. Acute, sharp pain in a joint, the knee, the shoulder, the lower back, is a clear alarm bell. It means you are putting too much load on a structure that is failing, whether it's a tendon, a ligament, or cartilage. Ignoring this pain often results in an injury that requires weeks or months of recovery. You cannot build long-term vitality if you are constantly breaking down your body's support structures. The truth we must embrace is, listen to your body and prioritize longevity over temporary discomfort. Asterisk. The new rule is to train smarter, not harder. If a specific movement causes joint pain, you must modify it or replace it entirely. For example, if a standard push-up hurts your wrists, elevate your hands on a sturdy chair or the wall. If a deep lunge hurts your knee, restrict the range of motion. We are training for function and capability decades from now, not just immediate fatigue. Consistent, pain-free movement is vastly superior to sporadic, injury-ridden intensity. Learning to differentiate between muscle ache and joint trauma is the single best predictor of successful long-term training. Now for lie number 5, a common mistake men make right before they even begin their workout. Static stretching before you lift prevents injury. Asterix. For years, the warm-up ritual involved holding long passive stretches, such as touching your toes for 30 seconds. The intention was good, loosen up the muscles, but the research now shows that static stretching, that long passive hold, can temporarily weaken the muscle, reducing its power output and potentially increasing the risk of injury during the workout itself. The body needs to be awakened, not relaxed, before lifting weights. The goal of your pre-workout ritual is to prepare the body for the movements you are about to perform. You want blood flowing, joints lubricated, and muscles activated. This requires a dynamic approach. The new rule is straightforward. Perform a dynamic warm-up before and save static stretching for after. Asterisk. A dynamic warm-up involves gentle, controlled movements that take your joints through their range of motion. Think of leg swings, arm circles, hip rotations, or walking lunges without weight. These movements increase core temperature and prepare the nervous system. Static stretching still has its place, but that place is asterisk after the workout, when the muscles are warm and pliable. Using static holds post-workout can effectively increase mobility and aid in recovery, promoting the flexibility required for a healthy life. Spend 5 to 10 minutes moving before you lift, and another 5 to 10 minutes gently stretching afterward. This simple change drastically improves your injury prevention efforts. These 5 debunked lies reveal a critical insight. Fitness after 60 is not about resurrecting past routines. It's about optimizing new ones. Let's talk about the simple, fundamental movements that truly deliver on the promise of vitality and longevity. Because once you ditch the dangerous myths, what should you actually be doing? The foundation of smart fitness for the mature man involves mastering 3 core functional movements. The first is the asterisk hip hinge. Einmutter. This is the motion of bending forward by pushing your hips back, keeping your back straight, like a proper deadlift or kettlebell swing. This movement is absolutely critical for spinal health and for generating powerful, anti-aging strength from your glutes and hamstrings. Most men over 60 lift with their back, not their hips, leading to pain. Practicing the hip hinge with a light dowel or resistance band is the corrective action you need. The second core movement is asterisk the push and the pull. For every press you do, like a push-up or a chest press, you must balance it with a rowing or pulling motion, such as a bodyweight row or a face pull. Most of us spend our lives hunched forward, pushing things. If you don't actively strengthen your upper back muscles, you lock in poor, rounded posture. This imbalance limits mobility and contributes to shoulder pain. Always pair a push with a pull to keep your shoulders healthy and your posture upright. Finally, the third movement is asterisk the carry, Knox. specifically the farmer's walk. This is the ultimate functional exercise. It's deceptively simple. Grab a pair of heavy dumbbells or kettlebells, stand tall, and walk for distance or time. The carry powerfully engages your grip strength, which is a significant predictor of longevity. It demands total core stability, forcing your deep abdominals and obliques to stabilize your trunk against the heavy, unbalanced load. And, crucially, it builds dense bone mass by loading the skeletal system safely. If you only have time for one exercise, make it the farmer's walk. It's an effective, full-body anti-aging solution. Now, many men tell us they have specific joint issues. My shoulders ache, or my knees are shot. The mistake is thinking that pain means you should stop moving entirely. In reality, controlled movement is often the best medicine. If traditional overhead presses hurt your shoulders, it likely means you lack the necessary mobility or stability. Instead of quitting, switch to the dumbbell front raise, or focus on external rotation exercises with a resistance band, which specifically stabilize the shoulder joint. If deep squats hurt your knees, reduce the depth until it's pain-free. Use a box or a bench to establish a safe endpoint. The goal is always *pain-free progression, not never push through joint pain, but never stop moving simply because one exercise feels uncomfortable. Adapt, modify, and keep that momentum going. Adaptation is the key to longevity in fitness. It's about accepting where your body is today and building forward intelligently, without the pressure of old expectations. Remember, our goal here is not bodybuilding, it is vitality. It is the ability to move freely, without pain, and to sustain your energy throughout the day. We've exposed the 5 lies: the myth of endless running, the danger of sit-ups, the necessity of heavy weight, the mistake of pushing through pain, and the misuse of static stretching. By replacing those myths with smarter principles, low-impact cardio, stability training, lighter weight to fatigue, dynamic warm-ups, and functional movements like the hinge, the push/pull balance, and the carry, you shift your training from destructive to constructive. But perhaps the most critical takeaway from all this is the concept of recovery. This is the hidden 6th element that mature men constantly overlook. As you age, your recovery window elongates. Your muscles, tendons, and nervous system require more time to rebuild and adapt. Training hard every single day, especially intense strength training, is often too much. If you are just starting out, or if you are training after a layoff, prioritize quality over frequency. 2 to 3 full-body strength sessions per week, with a dedicated recovery day in between, is often the perfect balance. Use those recovery days for active movement, like walking, swimming, or focused mobility work. This strategy ensures you approach every strength session feeling strong and ready, rather than fatigued and prone to injury. Successful vitality hinges on knowing when to push and, critically, when to pull back. The evidence is clear. Intelligent progressive training is the best anti-aging intervention available. It is accessible to everyone, regardless of your current fitness level. Start small. Start safe. If you can only do 3 bodyweight squats today, that is 3 more than you did yesterday. If you only have 10 minutes, focus on perfecting your plank and doing a quick set of farmer's walks. Consistency is the magic ingredient, and safety is the non-negotiable prerequisite. We are serious about helping you master your health and vitality. This channel is dedicated to cutting through the confusing noise with evidence-based strategies just like these. If you found value in breaking down these myths and learning the smarter path, then you know exactly what to do. Give this video a like right now. Liking this video helps ensure that other men over 60 who might still be trapped by these outdated and dangerous myths can find the scientific truth they need to live a stronger, healthier life. We covered a lot of ground today, identifying the 5 traps that sideline men over 60 and replacing them with a clear, actionable blueprint for longevity. Remember, you do not need to be a weekend warrior. You need to be a lifetime athlete. Take the new rules we discussed and apply them starting with your very next workout. Swap your crunches for planks. Trade long, stressful jogs for low-impact intervals. Focus on fatigue, not just heavy weight. Listen to your joints. And always warm up dynamically. Your energy, your mobility, and your overall health are absolutely within your control. Taking control is not about striving for perfection, but striving for consistency in safe, effective movements. The path to sustained vitality is built one smart, safe workout at a time. Do not delay. Start your intelligent training journey today. Before you go, let's revisit the critical importance of balance and coordination, which are often overlooked in standard gym routines, yet tied directly back to our mission of boosting vitality and mobility. We spoke earlier about the risk of falls, which are one of the most debilitating events for men over 60. You could be strong as an ox, but if your balance fails, the consequences can be life-altering. Traditional weight training sometimes neglects the small stabilizer muscles that prevent these slips and stumbles. That's why your smart fitness routine must include specific balance work. This isn't just standing on one leg, although that's a great start. It's about training your nervous system and your stabilizing muscles to communicate instantly. Try incorporating simple movements like tandem walking where you walk heel to toe as if you were walking on a tightrope. This challenges your balance far more than normal walking and immediately improves proprioception, your body's internal sense of where it is in space. Another excellent, simple exercise is reaching for objects in various directions while maintaining a single leg stance. These exercises don't burn many calories, and they don't look impressive, but they are absolutely non-negotiable insurance policies against falls. Commit just 5 minutes a day to these specific stability drills. They are the definition of training smarter, not harder. The truth is, building true vitality is a holistic endeavor. It requires strength, cardiovascular fitness, and unshakable balance. By discarding the 5 damaging lies and focusing on these integrated, functional movements, you are creating a body that is resilient, mobile, and ready to meet the demands of a long, vigorous life. Your journey to mastering your health begins now.